Hey everyone, welcome back to the Brown Cinema. In today's video, I want to show you what has been upgraded in the rack, so please stick around and enjoy the video. And please do not forget to like, subscribe, post a comment below on what you think of the upgrade. As you guys can see, the AVM 60 has been pulled out of the rack, and that's because the AVM 70 has arrived. Just want to go over a few quick differences between the two before I put it into the rack and hook it up. Right out of the bat, I think personally the AVM 70 is definitely better looking on the front. The AVM 60 wasn't bad, but the newer one definitely looks a lot more modern. The remotes have changed slightly too. I mean, they're the same remote, but the finish, you can see this one's slightly shinier. The buttons are slippery, where this is kind of got some grip to it. Just some small things. The microphone, it has changed also. They've used that mic for quite a few years now. The new one is a lot bigger, and it also has a sticker that says this side to the front of the room. So I guess this is, you gotta face it proper. A lot light. It's pretty light too. I don't know. I guess it's the same. But this one, it didn't matter. It's which way you had it. Different connection on it now too. So I'm gonna have to order a new cable because I had a longer cable I used for that one when they were when I was running room correction. The top two had this kind of textured look, where this one's got a nice smoother finish. The stands, pretty much the same. I don't think they've really changed them. The box that it comes in, a little different. Power cord, all that stuff's the same. Remote, and then just the cable for the mic has just changed. But the back looks a little different now too. So all the XLRs were on the bottom of this, the AVM 60, where now they've kind of got them just like that. Other than that, I mean, the power, HDMI, all that stuff looks the same. They moved the Ethernet on this side. So yeah, still gonna get that hooked up. I'd like to run the room correction and see how it is, see if I hear a difference. I am going to be running more channels with the AVM 70, so we'll see if that changes the sound of them. But that's it. So stick around, and I'll give you guys an update in the upcoming days of what I think of it. Alright guys, I've had the AVM 70 for a few weeks now. I've been able to watch a few new movies on it and a few older movies just to kind of get familiar with the unit. It's worked pretty flawless. The only issue I've had when I first got it was trying to run Anthem room correction. It wouldn't connect. I had to be on a non-HDMI input, and as soon as that, ARC worked and it ran the test tones, everything worked fine. Other than that, I've had zero issues. The web UI is very handy to have now. I do miss the on-screen display that was on the AVM 60, but I mean, it's got a better display on the front here. There is still an on-screen display that gives you a little bit of information, which is easy just to make a slight adjustment. But other than that, the web UI, it's very handy to use, very easy to use. Sound differences, I don't really hear much of a difference at all between the AVM 60 and the AVM 70, which I pretty much knew that was going to happen. I did get the AVM 70 to do front wides, which I'm having a hard time finding content that uses 9-channel bed layer. I'm hoping that they release DTSX Pro sooner than later, so that if I'm gaming or watching a TV show or something like that, I can upmix the DTSX Pro and it'll actually use all the channels. My front wides will be active then. But other than that, it's been a very great unit. I wish the screen on the front was a little bigger, but I mean the everything so far has been great. I wish the blue light on the power button was dimmable, or I could turn it off, because that little tiny blue light actually projects quite a bit of light into the room. The screen I have dimmed to about 2%, which is the lowest it'll go without turning it fully off, because I still like to be able to look over to see the screen. And actually from my seat, seeing the volume is no problem at all. It's nice big numbers on there, and it actually will give you some information, so your input, what it's decoding and stuff like that. It's on the front, so very handy to have. One thing that I do like about the AVM 70, it's dead silent. When I had the AVM 60 hooked up, for some reason I could not get rid of it. I tried grounding. I always got slight kind of whiny sound coming from the tweeters. As soon as I swapped in the AVM 70, all the same connection to everything. It's not grounded and it is dead silent. So I'm very happy that finally went away. I mean, I couldn't hear it during a movie, but still, it was, as soon as I turned it on, that sound was there, and it kind of bugged me a bit. So I'm glad that that's gone now. As far as Anthem room correction, I'm still running pretty much the same settings I did on the AVM 60. I still let the mini DSP handle my subs. I don't let Anthem room correction touch that. The microphone, I know they're supposed to be coming out soon with a that I can adjust phase, and I'm not sure if it's distance also. So I'm kind of curious to see how it handles that when it comes out, if it's for just the subs or if it's for all the speakers. But I'd like to see if it makes any change to the distance settings I have already set, or the room correction in general. Another cool feature that I found with the AVM 70 is I can stream from Spotify straight from my phone right to the AVM 70, even if the AVM 70 is off, which I accidentally do sometimes when I'm upstairs and I'm trying to stream to my living room. I'll go to Spotify and I'll accidentally click the AVM 70, and it'll actually turn the AVM 70 on and start playing without even using the remote. It'll just turn on right away. So that's kind of cool, but at the same time it gets annoying because sometimes I accidentally click it and then I got to come down and turn it off. But I mean, it's a handy feature to have if you need that. My final thoughts on the AVM 70. I enjoy the unit a lot. I recommend it to anyone that's looking into Anthem to get the AVM 70. I know the AVM 90 is coming out soon, but the price increase from the 70 to 90 is pretty substantial. If you have an AVM 60 already and you don't need to upgrade any of your channels, I don't think it's worth the upgrade. I think sticking with the AVM 60 I was in love with. The only reason I upgraded was because of the front wides. So I had to make that change, but other than that, I would have kept my AVM 60. And I've ran Anthem for over 10 years now. I've had the MRX 300, the MRX 720, AVM 60, now the AVM 70, and actually have a MRX 520 up on my living room. So I mean, I've been running Anthem for a long time. I've had zero issues with any of those units. They've all ran flawlessly and they've served me well. So I mean, I'm going to continue to use Anthem for a long time. Thanks for watching the video. Hope you guys enjoyed it. Please stick around, check out some other videos that I have posted up, and stay tuned for some future videos that I have coming. Thanks.